up, everybody? This is Dan, Backpacking Adventures. Back out again here. This time I'm with Dakota. We are on the old loggers path. It is first week of May and half decent weather today. Tomorrow some rain. We'll see overnight. But it's gonna be warm on this wonderful spring day. And it's been 2 years since either of us have done this trail, and we've never done it together. So this will be a fun trip. This is a 28-mile trail, I believe it is, in the Loyalsock State Forest of Pennsylvania. It's a very beautiful trail. It's one of, I don't want to say it's easier necessarily. It's shorter, so a lot of people misconstrued that as being easier because there's still significant ups and downs. But there's 2 shelters on the trail, so you could definitely make this a multi-day trip for beginners or for newer people, or if you just don't want to hike a lot of miles a day. But our plan is we are going roughly around mile 17-ish, I think it is. That's where all those there's like 2 really nice campsites along Pleasant Stream, which is a pretty big stream that you have to wade across, and it's probably gonna be pretty deep right now because we just had a lot of rain. But so yeah, that's kind of our goal today. And that'll give us like 11-ish miles tomorrow to get out. So one other thing to mention, I was supposed to leave for the Superior Hiking Trail tomorrow. My trip has been postponed. I'm thinking about doing it in August, but I will explain everything during camp time talk tonight. So I'll check back in with you throughout the day, probably at lunch. Let's go. About 10 minutes to 3, and we just made it to Doe Run shelter, one of the 2 shelters on the trail. And this is a really nice shelter. It's really big. I know it looks big because Dakota's really small. but it's a really big shelter, a nice fire ring. A lot of rocky areas, but it looks like, I don't know if it's because the trees and the underbrush didn't grow, but you could hang a lot of hammocks here and put tents around if you really wanted to. But I don't know if that's going to grow up. I don't know if they cut them all down or something to clear this out, the area. But when you come through here in the summer, the last few times I've done it, there's like no way to put tents or hammocks around here. Maybe just one little spot here and there, but that's it. But there is water here, but it does run dry sometimes. 2 years in a row I came through and they were droughts, and that was dry. But it's a really nice water source. But we're going to stop here, have a snack. And then we're about mile 11-ish, I think. Yep. Somewhere between 11 and 12. And after this, we're gonna another about 5 miles to get to camp. It is 7:30, and we got to camp at like, I don't know, like 6:30. Would you say?
Yeah.
But it's going to rain. The rain is coming in. It was supposed to start at like 7, but it's 7:30 now, and man, I am not doing great. About 8.8 miles back, we were coming up a small hill, and I just started feeling dizzy. And I ended up having to go off trail just to go to the bathroom, and then we got to camp. You know, it wasn't that long later, and then I ended up having to run over. I was throwing up. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try to eat, because maybe that's it. I need to eat something, because we've been hiking for a long time today, comparatively speaking. But for dinner, I have a Peak Refuel, of course, but it's the cheesy chicken and broccoli. I haven't tried this yet, so this is the first. 52 grams of protein and 1,090 calories per pack. So this is definitely going to fill me up. I'm sure it has a lot of sodium to give me electrolytes, but over 1,000 for this pack. And then I just have my little Quest bar that I'm going to eat for dinner. So what are you having?
I'm having American Works burger for dinner, and then just assorted snacks, a little bit of I have one of these bars, the almond flour Simple Mills bar, banana bread.
Yeah, well, that sounds good.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have, of course, a fast break when we take our break.
Yeah.
That's it though.
I got a healthy protein bar for dessert, so that's what I'm gonna be eating. But
Mine has more protein.
as long as we don't get
Rained on.
dumped on, it's gonna storm tonight. They're calling for rain,
Oh, it's gonna.
and I have my tarp down in half porch, half storm mode. So I have the front part in porch, but the porch is that way, not towards the water, because the wind is blowing this way, and that's where the storm's coming. But on the back side, I also have the doors open to give me just a little bit, or yeah, they're like, well, closed, I guess, if you want to call it, just to block some of the wind and rain if it happens to like change direction. So, and if I have to get up and put everything down, it's already halfway done. That's what I'm going to do. But I think it's time. I'm going to start making this, and then we're going to eat. So far, so good. This is pretty good. I didn't realize it had rice in it. Wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting more of like a soup kind of thing, like creamy, with just chicken, broccoli, and cheese. But it has rice in it, and of course it says it right on there, but I just didn't read it. But it's pretty good. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes almost like their home-style chicken and rice is what it kind of tastes like. I mean, we're at mile 17 right now, if I haven't told you. And it's a 28-mile trail, so we only got 11 miles to go. Right over there is Pleasant Stream, and it is totally different from last year even. The bank where you could walk down, gone. It's a straight sheer thing. Dakota had to like literally climb down it and stand on a little ledge that was there just to fill up for us on water, because if I'd have done it, I'd have fell in the water and drowned. But there's like a center island now there that wasn't there before, so a lot of debris got washed down, probably in one of the storms last year. Just amazing how things can change. But it's a really nice campsite, and there's also a campsite right across. I don't want to say right across, because you have to walk through the water, but there is a log there we might be able to get across. But there is another nice big campsite over there, and there's like little tiny paths to like 50 feet away. There's like a camp spot. Over here there's like a camp spot, you know, so it's not like that bad. We were able to hang a couple trees, and I'm in my hammock only because we were sitting out there and it started raining. Now it stopped, but I hear pitter patters every once in a while, so we're in here now for good. And I'm just gonna finish eating, and I'll check back in with you before. It's 8:45, and we are ready for bed. We got done eating, lounged around here for a little bit, and wind's coming in. It's a clear sky though. I don't know what happened to the clouds. I can see the moon. There's some more clouds coming behind it, but my dinner stayed down so far. So I don't know. We'll see what I feel like tomorrow. I have to hike out. It's only 11 miles, but it was a good hike today. I mean, it wasn't too strenuous. There were some hills, but other than that, it was plenty of water. I mean, again, it's that time of year too. You're gonna find plenty of water, but so I think I'm gonna end it here, and I will catch up to you tomorrow. Try to give you that SHT update and talk about my food bag. So with that, I'm gonna end it, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, day 2. It's about 3 a.m. We were both up at 2. We had storms so far all night. It was thunder, lightning, downpours of rain. I had pooling under my tarp, under my hammock, and everything was getting wet. I had to put my tarp down out of porch mode, and my underquilt was wet, but luckily it has a DWR coating, and I just shake it and the water came right off, so it's pretty much dry now. But everything's all dirty from the splashback and the mud coming back. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be getting more storms, and now we're concerned about this creek on how that's swollen or not. But as we were talking, Dakota was in his hammock, and rip, his hammock tore right from the gathered end. It just a complete tear, the whole thing down to the ground he went. That's a second tarp or second hammock that tore on him. That's because it's that Cloud 71. I mean, you probably can only be weighing like 110 or something if you're going to be using Cloud 71, but maybe he'll learn his lesson this time. Most likely not, but so what we're going to do is we're up, we're both wide awake, and we're going to drink coffee and stuff, pack up, and we're just going to start hiking out. It's probably going to still get rain because it was supposed to rain up until like 8 a.m. You know, so we were thinking before I'm going to hang out at camp and stuff until it stops, but now that his hammock tore, I mean, and he's under that little falcon tarp, there's really not much we can do. So might as well we're both awake, so might as well just hike out. So now I'm going to eat some breakfast, and it's my oatmeal, my Kodiak Peak oatmeal, which is a little bit different, and some coffee, because now I'm actually feeling pretty hungry now. Coffee time. I think, are you making another cup? Yep. Yep. Let's see what my oatmeal is like. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Look at that. Perfect. It's not soup. Finishing up our coffee. I don't know, it's about, what time is it? It is almost 4. It's about 10 to 4. The rain, it's totally stopped. I don't have any wood to knock on, but hopefully it stays that way. At least until we get packed up and get moving. But I'm under my tarp, so I can just pack up under here. And I'll stay dry. As far as my Superior hiking trail trip, I have to postpone it. I was supposed to leave tomorrow. Well, actually today, I guess now it's today. So I was supposed to leave today to drive up there to start. But what happened was earlier this week, I got a phone call from my shuttle driver. Very nice guy, great guy. And he's like, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm like, well, sure, yeah, why wouldn't I want to do this? And he's like, well, he just heard they were still skiing up there in the north near the area. And he said that there's like a foot of snow on the ground, or, well, between a foot or two of snow. And that he's not sure if he can drive me up the whole way. So I may have to start down south a little bit more. But I had reservations staying, so I didn't know if I could change all that stuff. And then, so I had to think about that for a while. Then the next day, which was I think Tuesday, they got more snow up there, like a half a foot of snow. So I talked to Ron from Backpacking with the Marine, and you know, we were talking about, I called some places up there, state parks, some people were post-holing, some different areas. So the one thing that they all kind of agreed to is even if the snow melts by the time I get there, you're talking mud that's up over your knees, literally mud that's up over your knees. And I didn't necessarily believe that at first, because you know, we get mud here and it's usually just, you know, maybe up over your shoes. But everyone said the mud can get really bad, and the water, when the mud is wet, it's still ice cold because it's from melting snow. So anyway, I decided to postpone it to August, and everybody says I will have such a more better time doing it in August than I would. And like, I shouldn't do it in June or July because I'll get eaten alive by bugs and it'll just be so hot. August, like the highs will be in the low 70s, lows in the 40s and 50s at night. So to me, that's like perfect weather. Water's still fine, and the bugs are kind of gone mostly. And the mud is gone, you know, unless it rains, but it's not like it is now. Like, I'll just postpone it. I mean, it's no big deal. I'm getting my food boxes back, thankfully. I was able to intercept them through the post office, so I'll get all that back. And I have everything, so I'll just have to redo my, reservations to stay at those places, and I'll just go on from there. I mean, that's how I'm going to do it. So it should be pretty good in August. But that's that plan. But the other part was my my food bag. I bought this back in January, and I have never used it. I just kept not bringing it. But it's from Adotech. I think they're a Canadian company, actually. But this is a Dyneema food bag that's a cross between a regular food bag, like a traditional one you would backpack with, like a Dyneema one you hang in a tree, and an earth sack. It's made of Dyneema. This is a 14-liter version. It's bear certified, like whatever that company is that certifies for grizzlies, and this is also critter proof. But basically, you just go and you hang it up a tree, just like an earth sack. And this is Nilo Pro bag on the inside, so it's an odor-proof bag. If you're using an earth sack or anything, you should use an odor-proof bag. And when I say odor-proof, I mean odor-proof. This is called Nilo Pro. Z-Pack sells it. But I also have a 20-liter I got that I'll probably use for like more than 3 days or 4 days. But this is closer to the shape of one of those food bags. To me, it's not about the weight, because this weighs the same as an earth sack. I know they say this is an ultralight thing. It is the same weight. It's the same weight as an earth sack. The problem is this is 7 ounces, and so is my earth sack. The 20-liter is 8 ounces, and that's with the pack liner. But this fits better in my backpack, but it's still not quite the shape of a food bag. And I really wish somebody that makes like these kind of food bags where you just wrap it around a tree and hang it, that they would take it and make it, whether it's the Earth Sack company or this company, is take one of those food bags you can get from Z-Packs or whatever, and just make it that shape with the bottom, flat bottom, the same dimensions, and you just cinch the top. Maybe a little longer at the top so you can cinch it. I don't understand why no one has done that yet. I mean, because then it would just fit exactly in our packs, and I would just use, to me, that would be the perfect food bag. Because then I can just go to a tree and just tie it off. I don't have to throw the line up over and all that stuff. To me, it's a matter of if it fits in my backpack. It's not the weight, so. But anyway, all right. So I'm going to finish my sip of coffee here. And I think Dakota's almost all packed up already. And I'm going to start packing up, and then we're going to head out. Hopefully it doesn't rain anymore. We now have to go across this log to see if we can get across that creek. It's the only way across without getting into that deep water. We're going to try it, see how we make it. I'd come back if I were you.
Yeah.
That's too slippery.
What? Like I started.
We're now at Sharp Top Vista. It's like going on 6:30. We stopped for a snack, have a nice picnic table. But unfortunately, you can't see anything. And this is what I think, anyways, to me, is one of the most beautiful views with the rolling mountain and everything's in Pennsylvania, but you just can't see it. So we got about 8 miles left. It got chilly again because we're up here on this ridge and it's got breezy. So we're going to be hiking down. Then we got to go up to, I think it's Sprout Point Vista, I think it is.
Yep.
Because that's the Sprout Point shelter is there too. So that'll probably be our next stop to look at that, and then
Hopefully we have a view there.
yeah, hopefully have a view. I don't know. It's not supposed to really get sunny until like 3 o'clock, but I mean, we're almost done with the trail. 10:35 and we are coming up to the car. We have, I don't know, quarter of a mile maybe. But it was a nice trip. Got wet. Dakota's hammock failed on him, tore. Looks like it's gonna rain now, but we got hammered with storms last night. We just passed a group of people that, about 5, 6, 7 people.
Yeah, it was a big group.
And they're out doing the trail today, and they camped down here at the Maston place with the campground, and they got hammered by the storm last night too. So, but the trail was wet today, but hey, you know, duh, it just rained. That's gonna happen. But anyway, it's a good trip. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.